Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mimi. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in. So I'm starting off with the eyes and I'm using the Juvia's Place Antique palette. I'm first going to be taking the shade Cameroon to use as a transition shade, and I'm really going to work that into my lids and blend really good to diffuse the color so there are no harsh lines or anything. I'm really making sure to pack on the color because this will act as a kind of blending zone to make the other colors blend really well onto my lid, and I'm just really blowing that color out and working it in all over my lid. And now I'm going to be taking the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk palette, and the first shade is going to be Bahamas, and I'm really going to be focusing that on the outer portion of my lids, almost placing it directly onto where I put that brown transition shade, but not blowing it out as much as the brown, if that kind of makes sense. And then I'm going to be taking the shade Sangria and focusing that on the outer V portion of my eyes, and this is going to start creating some definition with the shadows since Sangria is a darker pink shade. And then I'm just going to be taking the shade Pink Moon on the middle portion of my lid, like a transition between Sangria shade and the lighter shade to come that I'm going to put on next. And I'm really making sure to blend that out so everything is super seamless. And finally, I am going to be taking the shade Lotus and putting that in the inner portion of my lid, and I'm going to be taking a fluffier blending brush and blending everything out really well. And the key is for this to not look crazy is to blend it really well so that there's dimension and it's not just like flat and pink. You really just want to create like dimension and transitions and everything. And so after the eyes are done, I'm taking the Morphe foundation primer Revitalizer and working that onto my skin, which is already moisturized beforehand. And I have to say that this is one of my favorite primers because it creates a sticky base for the foundation, but it's also super duper hydrating for my skin. And then for foundation, I'm going to be taking the Juvia's Place foundation sticks, and I'm first going to go in with the darker shade Congo, and then I'm mixing that with the lighter shade called Tunisia, and I'm going to be doing that because I don't think I really have an exact shade match, so I just mix it, going for the effect that I personally want. And I really just blend, you know, hecka blend everything with the beauty sponge. I think this one is by Morphe, and I just really want everything to be as seamless as possible, so I really just blend everything into my neck, my ears, my forehead, everywhere, guys. Just make sure you blend really well. Next, I'm going to be taking the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Rich Tan. I know this is super light, but I wanted to go for a very highlighted effect, which is why I chose this shade. And I'm going to be contouring using the Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 1, which is the darkest shade. And I place that all around the places that I want to contour and create depth, like my forehead and, you know, my contour line. And then I kind of let everything dry down so it blends out really well for the best coverage. And then I just make sure to take my time blending everything out to make it as seamless as possible. As you can tell, this is a very like blend heavy, take your time to blend kind of video, because blending is really the key to like seamless makeup, guys. Like, you can't really, if you don't blend, it's gonna look yikes, it's gonna look crazy, and people are gonna be able to tell that you didn't blend well and you didn't take your time. So I'm just making sure to take my time to really blend everything in. And then the powder that I'm using is the Fenty Beauty Profilt'r powder in the shade Nutmeg, and I'm gonna be pressing that into the parts that I just, you know, blended the highlighting concealer. And then I go in with like the other side of my sponge and I just blend out my contour, and then I also use the same powder to set everything, and that just kind of helps me create a more seamless look, because when I use the same powder I just like making sure that everything is seamless with that powder. And so, yeah. And I don't really bake, I just kind of place everything onto my face and press it all in. And right after that, I just use like a brush and just kind of, you know, dust it off. And I also make sure that I put some powder on my brows. That's kind of important because usually brows have like a waxy look sometimes, and when you put powder on it, it kind of reduces the shine to create like a more, you know, less crazy looking brow. And so next I am going to be going back to completing the eyes, and I'm going in with that shade Sangria from earlier under my eyes and just really buffing that into the top lid so that everything is blended seamlessly. And then I'm going to be going in with the Sweet Cheeks Matte Blush by NYX, and it's in the shade Red Riot, and I really pack that blush onto my face just because honestly I love that look, and that's that. And then I'm going to be applying some liner using the Epic Ink Liner by NYX. I'm not really going to be doing a dramatic wing or anything. I just want to give it some more dimension, especially since I'm not applying any false lashes or anything like that. So yeah. And honestly, the reason why I don't apply false lashes is because I don't really know how to apply false lashes. Please don't clown me. I really don't. Like, my lashes are way too curly and it just ends up looking crazy and you can see the gap, so I just don't. And just to set everything, I am going to be using the Continuous Setting Spray by Morphe. And this is really one of my makeup holy grails because it brings everything together and it just melts everything. Like, sometimes I think I'm looking a hot mess and then I spray it and it just looks fantastic. So you guys have to try it. And as for lips, I am going to be taking this brown shade. It's a lip liner by Sephora from their collections. I don't really know the details of it because it's kind of wiped off at this point. But I'm just really putting that all over my lips. And then I'm going to be taking this Soft Matte Lip Cream by NYX in the shade San Francisco. And I'm just going all over that brown liner to kind of blend it in and create like a pinky brown effect. I don't want all of the pinks on my face to look the same, which is why I'm going for different kinds of pinks. And then for mascara, I'm going in with the Grande Drama Mascara by Grande Cosmetics, and I'm just applying that to the top and bottom of my lashes. You guys know how to apply mascara. I really don't know what else to say about that. That's really all that it is. I'm just making sure to coat everything because I'm not wearing falsies, like I said, so I'm just making sure that that's worked in. And so yeah, that's really the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think of the look. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!